Welcome back, folks, to another episode of Lake Live. All right, so this week we have an amazing person. She's actually been on our show before. The first time she was on our show, she was kind of just still a volunteer.
She was just volunteering, yeah.
For CC4C, Citizens Caring for Clearlake. She worked very hard and very close with Barbara Chriswitz. She has now moved into the manager role.
Yeah.
Very excited about that. We're going to have her talk about upcoming things to beautify the city of Clearlake, but know that they're not just the city of Clearlake,
Right.
that they're all over Lake County.
Right. But she's working on a project for the city of Clearlake on our Lakeshore Drive.
Exactly.
So, and the pop-up Clearlake thing that she helped create, and she's done a lot too. She's another go-getter that is so
she's
awesome
a hustler
to be around.
Yeah.
So and is going to make our city another person that's going to help make our city beautiful.
Really feels like everything she gets involved in is so positive
Yeah.
and just brings a positive light and energy to the city of Clear Lake in everything that she does, and especially like her virtual reality augmented. That is.
I mean, when this stuff is done on Lakeshore Drive, these murals and everything,
Yeah.
I mean, just it's going to be so amazing to be able to do some of the things with those murals that she talks about. So we're gonna
have her on now, and she's gonna tell us all about it. All right, folks, we are here with General Manager of CC4C. Akriti is no stranger to this show. She's been on here before. She was on with Barbara Chriswitz a little over, it's almost been 2 years, isn't it? Yeah, 2 years. So finally we have her back. Barbara's kind of taken a little bit of a lighter role. She's more of a mentor for you now, right? You're the day-to-day operations.
Barbara's doing what she loves, which is picking up garbage, which is how Citizens Caring for Clear Lake started.
Yeah. Okay.
For 20 years she operated it, and she got built up a huge reputation, got a lot of volunteers involved, and picked up a lot of garbage in Clear Lake.
Tons of garbage. Yeah.
She, as of June, we're actually an official 501c3, so we're our own nonprofit.
June of this last year.
June of this year, yes.
Oh, okay.
This year.
This year, okay.
Yeah, and we're actually handling multiple projects for the city of Clear Lake.
Okay.
We handle the Clean California grant for the city of Clear Lake.
I read that in the newspaper this last week.
Yeah.
And another topic that I want to cover too while you're here.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. So we do a bunch of different programs. We do free dump days for the city. If you'll see that there's about 8 or 9 murals coming up, which is also part of the Clean California grant.
That's the part I wanted to talk
Beautification. And then we are launching a huge educational campaign about how to keep our community clean, trash abatement. We actually worked with Burns Valley Elementary recently and created a music video.
Oh, you already did the video?
We did.
Awesome.
You can find it on our Facebook. It's our Instagram. They basically made a parody of Michael Jackson's Beat It.
Okay.
And it was called Clean It. So it's all about cleaning up Clear Lake.
Yeah. Similar to we did a little music video with you guys almost 2 years ago. I don't remember what music backtrack you guys did, but I do so much music I can't. I can't remember. Yeah. I'm excited because I read in the newspaper the part of this beautification thing, and I was just so excited to hear that murals are going to be popping up and throughout Clear Lake, or is this going to be a Lake County wide type thing? Starting off in Clear Lake, obviously.
Yeah, so the county also has its own Clean California grant project, so they are putting up murals at some of the parks.
Okay.
Clear Lake specifically also has their own Clean California grant project, and we have 9 murals coming up.
Wow.
So a few of them have already gone up. We have one up at Castle Donuts, the Chamber of Commerce building.
Okay.
We have one at Ed and Linda's.
Saw that one this morning.
Yep. We have one currently going up at the August Schmidt building.
Yeah. The old Spittler's building.
Yep.
Oh, so, okay.
By the car wash.
Yep, by the car wash.
Okay.
We have one coming up at Trejo's Diner.
Wow.
One coming up at the police department.
Heck yeah.
Now, what's going to be really fun and different about our murals, and this is not part of the Clean California grant project, this is a Main Street project that we also handle for the city, is that we're doing 3D murals. So this is
3D murals,
this is
okay.
interactive art. So the
Okay.
murals are going to be like, for example, in Trejo's, there's going to be half on the sidewalk and half on the wall, so you can sit in it and be part of the art.
Wow.
So we wanted to create foot traffic in Clearlake. So this
Yeah.
is art that you can take a picture in front of. You put it on your Instagram, your social media.
Right, you
So
can
where are you going to
participate
have
with
that at
it.
Trejo's with?
It's on the sidewall. Just right.
Where on the sidewalk side.
Yep,
In
yep.
the parking lot
Yeah,
side.
and
Oh, on
you'll
the parking lot side.
no, as on the street
On the
side.
sidewalk side.
Mhm.
Okay.
So it's going to be very visible when you're driving
Right,
down
okay.
Lakeshore.
Yeah.
We're also
Oh yeah, you won't miss it.
You
and
won't.
same coming the opposite direction towards the police station, Austin Park, for Ed and Linda's.
correct.
Yeah. Okay.
And what we're also doing is part of the Main Street project. We're doing an augmented reality art experience.
Okay. And if folks, if you haven't experienced that, Akriti has done this several times in Austin Park.
Yeah.
It's really, really, really cool. I mean, I when I went, I was actually blown away. But I was like, wow, we can do this. Yeah.
It's really fun. So AR is basically you use your phone to make art come alive. So we always use Pokemon Go as one of kind of the examples.
Okay.
So basically folks could use their phone and you see things jump out at you that are not necessarily there in your vicinity.
Right.
So with these murals, you're basically, for example, the Castle Donut murals, you're going to be able to stand in front of it and have donuts rain on you.
Now that would be cool.
Yeah. So we have some really fun stuff
that's
coming
awesome.
up in the city and some other exciting projects that I can't talk about yet.
Okay, all right. Yep, the top secret stuff. That's the stuff we really no. We'll have you back next year to talk about all that fun
Absolutely.
stuff.
As they come forward.
Yeah, as they
Yes.
come forward.
Yes.
Now CC4C, like you said, nonprofit. I have been the beneficiary of you guys for a while there. We're taking donations of old beds.
Yes.
Do you still do that?
Yes, we do.
Wow,
We still
okay.
do the mattress pickup program,
Okay.
and you'll see some emails going out around that. If you're not part of our mailing list, please do join our mailing list so to find out about all of our incredible programs, the dump days. But you'll see an email coming out about that. So essentially, if you see a mattress on the side of a road or on the curb, you can give us a call and we'll come pick it up.
As easy as that, folks.
As easy as that.
And maybe it's not a mattress on the side of the road. Maybe it's a mattress at your own home, and you can put that out.
So there's
Oh,
a technicality
Yeah.
Oh.
You have to put it
there.
out on the street.
okay.
Yes, you can't. We cannot come pick it up from your home, but if an unidentified mattress was in front of your home and you called us to pick it up, it's called a bye-bye mattress program.
I
So,
gotcha.
so the whole program is you take the mattresses and you get so much per mattress that you bring in.
Precisely. It is actually a source of funding for Citizens Caring for Clearlake.
Yeah.
We get a few dollars back for every mattress we recycle. And Barbara and her husband actually do still handle that for CC4C.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, one of the topics I recently read this post on Facebook about one of your workers with their truck. I guess something fell off of the truck. We're not perfect, you know what I mean? And then they went on to this rant, this person on Facebook went on this rant about, blah, blah, blah. And the positive feedback that it was a negative comment,
Nothing negative.
but
came
oh
back.
my God, the citizens of this community
Stood
stood up and said, no,
Wow.
you're wrong because, listen, that person, and then the perfect example is at, Lakeshore and 40th, right? Or is that Lakeshore and 40th, where the sign is, the City of Clearlake sign, and you guys maintain, and it took her, I think, 2 days to do it, right?
Yeah.
Made that just look beautiful. And one of the people that made was in positive for the Citizens Caring for Clearlake, posted those pictures like, this is what they are doing, and you're going to slight, and you could just tell like the person like, okay, my bad, like leave me alone, like they really backed out after that.
This is an interesting situation.
Yeah.
So actually that person is not actually part of Citizens Caring for Clear Lake.
Okay.
So all of our work that we do, our dump days and our cleanups, we work with code enforcement and the police department, and it's permitted work.
Okay.
So our dump days, our garbage doesn't go out on anyone's truck generally.
Okay.
What we actually do is we hold it at Redbud Park, and we have citizens come through, and they dump at the site, and the trucks take everything up to the landfill.
Oh, okay.
And then
So you don't have an actual person that has a truck and a trailer. They have a logo on the side of their.
They shouldn't have that. I think it's perhaps from the olden days.
I think maybe they go around and do it kind of
on their own.
They're going and helping people on their own. But
yeah.
using
Well, still, Citizens Caring for Clearlake got a good
they are citizens caring for Clearlake, and they probably do belong to the group.
They do, and they do volunteer.
But they do their own volunteer.
Yeah, but that is not permitted. So all the work that we do is we clear it with code enforcement first, and we work directly with code enforcement. So that is actually one of the programs I would like to mention to you is we have a day work program.
Okay.
We've created a day work program for anyone who's interested in working. No background check, no resume. All you need is a social security card and a driver's license, and we will hire you on the spot, and you show up to our cleanups, and we pay you.
Wow.
And you come and pay, and we're providing hazmat suits. We're going out. We work directly, like I mentioned, we're working directly with the city on the most critical areas to clean up.
All right, folks, we are on location here at the infamous Gobi Desert as Officer Copus, Officer Anderson here. Apparently, this is one of the bad spots for dumping out here, right?
Yep, correct.
And so Akriti, General Manager of CC4C, has taken on the challenge of bringing in this just an army of volunteers. And since I've been here,
They're not volunteers.
Oh, they're not volunteers. This is part of the
paid workers.
Okay, this is the part of the program that you were talking about.
This is a day work program.
Okay.
So not only are we cleaning up Clearlake, but we're creating jobs doing it.
See, now that's how we do it. Okay, giving back to the community, as well as providing for the community as well.
Absolutely.
What a great service. And thanks to Officer Anderson and Officer Copus, who they're part of code enforcement, and they're out here alongside you. That's their rig. That's code enforcement. City of Clear Lake's rig back there behind us that these paid people are loading right now.
Yeah, and we work alongside with code enforcement. They tell us where to go, and we are just acting as an extension, helping out wherever we can and supporting cleanups.
And for you guys, this has got to be a great need in the community.
Oh yeah, it's definitely very helpful, and I'm glad that we do have you guys. So thank you guys.
Right, because you don't have the gloves and the shovels right now. I mean, normally that's your job, but thankfully you're here to help supervise, and of course, you never know what may come along, and having officers present is a key thing there, keeping everyone safe. We appreciate what you guys do. Love what you guys do for our community. Can't support you guys enough. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
I know that even me, when I see your trucks come through my neighborhood, oh God, what did I do? But no, you do your part to keep your neighborhood clean, and we have no problems.
Well, we appreciate your guys' help as well.
Well, it's our pleasure, 100%.
All right, well, thank you. We're going to get back to work.
The other part about this is that we're trying to work with the citizens as well who may be disabled or may be elderly. And maybe in a kind of a position where they're getting in trouble with code enforcement. We want to help those citizens with our day work program and help clean up their properties for free.
Wow!
So we can create a more beautiful Clearlake. So if you go to our website right now, CC4CL, Citizens Caring for Clearlake.org, you'll see a form on the bottom that you can fill out and request a cleanup.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
there you go, folks. You need help.
Do that before it hits the code enforcement part.
So we're just actively trying to work with citizens in terms of gathering information. Code enforcement can't give us a list, particularly be like, here are the people you have to contact.
Yeah.
But what they are going to be doing in the next few weeks is they're going to be passing out some information about the work that we're providing and see if anyone wants to work with us.
Right.
I think what we want to do is we want to help those that really want to help themselves and are genuinely making an effort to clean up their properties, and also sometimes even just a lot, right? We have a lot of folks who own a lot of real estate. It's just a lot. They may not live here, and it's being littered upon or being an illegal dump site. We're happy to help beautify those areas. And at the same time, provide work for some folks who would really need it.
Right.
Gotcha.
So if somebody wanted to, say, have a lot, I had a friend that had a lot here that I always had to find somebody to pay to go clean up her lot. Would you guys do that kind of stuff? Like if she wanted to say, hey, I have this lot, can you guys take care of it every year and I'll give you so much money every year to go do that?
Yes, absolutely. We definitely, currently we're all grant funded, and we would love the opportunity to keep our day work program going and keep these folks employed. Some of the folks that we work with have come from the shelter, and we've given them an opportunity to, they've gone out and gotten their Social Security because of this, their driver's license. They've been able to set up bank accounts because of this. So this type of a program can really help lift people out.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's no question.
Great.
It's no questions asked. We don't work around kids. It's very straightforward. We clean up, and then could we work with code enforcement to help pick up the trash, or we do have a hired person, and we're actually moving away from asking volunteers to go clean up and actually making these jobs.
Okay.
So viable jobs. So
great.
we actually have somebody who we're bringing on with a trailer who will be taking things to the landfill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, awesome.
Well,
That's great.
I think this program has just expanded so much. I know
And
that.
it's got a good,
Yeah.
a person with a good mind behind it. So
Thank you so
that's
much.
what's important. Yeah, and you have the the go. You don't
It's just
stop.
like, I think people need to realize 2 people started this program.
Yeah.
2 people started this program just because they wanted to see a difference here. And they went out and they were picking up the trash. And then from that, it was this one. And it just kept adding on and adding on. And then they decided that, maybe we should be having meetings. And then it went from, meeting in a room at City Hall, just a little meeting, wasn't that many people. And then it just expanded and expanded. So it just so people know that, you can make a difference. It just takes your ideas and you're willing to go out and start the program. Because as everything, if you start something, people will join. If it's a good idea and it's a good thing for your community, people will join. It does take time. This didn't happen overnight.
Right.
20 years.
Barbara and Vicki worked very hard in the first, I'd say probably 5 years, pretty much by themselves, just keeping it going, just saying this is what we're going to do. We care about the city. We care about the city. We care about the city. And because of those 2 girls, you're getting out there. It has expanded, and it takes everybody from that point on going, and I always tell people change needs to happen so the programs can continue going.
Absolutely.
And so, you're going to do a great job.
Thank you.
We've already proven that you can do a great job just with all the things that you've done in our city alone, so, I'm so impressed with everything that you can keep your juggling the different hats you wear. You're a very busy but very talented person.
Oh, thank you
I'm
so
really
much.
glad that you're on this program because I know it will continue to grow.
Thank you.
So,
Awesome. Yeah. On a personal note, though, also you have a yoga studio?
We did. We're actually moving. All our classes are actually moving to the youth center.
Oh,
The city was very
cool.
kind, so we're moving everything to the youth center.
Okay.
And
where can we? When and where can we?
hopefully at the beginning of November, so
Okay,
which will
there
make
we go.
classes. We have a lot more space there,
Okay.
and it'll make the classes a lot more accessible.
Nice.
Also, it'll give activities, for the youth center
Yeah,
and big things
exactly.
happening there, and keep it busy.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds exciting.
Yeah.
All right.
yeah, we used
So-
to have Zumba there, and we did have yoga for a while.
Yeah.
But the teacher
Yeah.
decided
And
to
for you folks that don't know where the youth center, it's located on Golf Drive, right between Redbud. The existing
the-
Redbud ball fields,
and parking
Thompson
lot.
Harbor parking lot, which is
Ballpark and golf. Right at the
Ballpark
corner.
and golf.
Can't miss
Exactly.
it.
Can't miss
Basketball
it.
courts.
Basketball courts, the boat launch.
Yeah.
It's right there. It used to be years ago. It used to be the Clearlake Chamber of Commerce, but they've
No, actually, as Chamber of Commerce was actually next door.
Oh, okay,
Building
that's
was
right,
not-
that's right,
It
yeah.
was the old senior center, activity center.
Aha, that's what it was.
So
Yeah.
it was that, and then I believe at one time it was a library.
Right.
Then it was the senior center, activity center, and then it sat for a long time until we created the Lake
Yeah.
County Youth Services and took in and renovated that
Yeah.
years ago, and then now it's been renovated again.
Yay.
So
And it's going to house a
yeah.
couple of things. So you have the youth center. There's a
Daycare center.
daycare center, and now Pop Clearlake.
Yeah.
Clearly,
All right,
yeah.
cool. And
Exciting
then
that's building is what I always say. It takes one person to keep things
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Is like that, and that's how these things happen. Is somebody kept going and kept going, and other people were able to come on and make things happen. So I'm happy to see all that going into that center.
And happy to see you there.
Yeah, thank you.
Dream.
I will have to say, when I moved up here, I knew nobody. And the first thing I did was I volunteered for CC4C, and I met Barbara, and it changed my entire life.
Yeah.
And everything I have up here is because of I went out and picked garbage with CC4C.
There you
So check us out.
And then she met me.
Everyone,
Then she met me.
Everyone.
Well, it's funny because when I moved up here, the first thing I did is there was a large nonprofit, and I went and volunteered for them. I didn't know anybody really up here either, so I went to volunteer for them. So hey, if you're just moving up here, go volunteer for a nonprofit.
There you go.
That's what you did. That's where all the good people are.
I didn't necessarily volunteer for a nonprofit, but I did volunteer for Lake County Peg Television.
Yeah.
I picked up a camera
And there you are.
15 years ago, and here I am.
We recruited you as a volunteer plenty of times.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Akriti, thank you so much for coming in and sharing what's going on with CC4C. We look forward. We're going to put all of your info on the video today so people can reach out and if they have any concerns or issues or need help, you know, and so that's what people need to know is you guys are here to help, and you're citizens caring for Clearlake, and it's evident in the community. So thank you.
Thank you guys so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
All right. What a joy.
She is.
Wow,
She
Akriti
is.
Wong. Okay.
She's got so much energy.
Yeah, like
You know,
it's hard.
I mean, she's ready
I felt,
to go.
I felt it hard to just keep up with her right here. So, yeah, exciting stuff. The murals, and they're going to be coming to life. That to me,
I cannot wait.
I can't wait. Actually,
Yeah.
I want to
wait.
participate.
We
in
want to
this.
get up there and take pictures, see what happens. What did she say? The donuts that
Yeah,
you
the
could
donuts
sit in
are
front
gonna
of
be
the,
just, like,
the
raining
Castle
all over you.
Donuts, and that you could be sitting there and having, you know, and at their mural, and the virtuality is you can have donuts, you know, sitting on your hands or behind you or floating or however they do that. I cannot wait for that. That's going to be so great. And one of the, you know, Clear Lake's really becoming the city, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, they're becoming the city. We're forefronting a lot of new things in Lake County.
Exactly.
You know, I know people used to think of us as the kind of the lower end of the lake and all this stuff, but
Not so true anymore.
We're really the innovators of Lake County now. I mean, for
Exactly.
years we have been, you know, and trying to get all this stuff done. And it's nice to see that Lakeport's also kind of following suit and trying to make. So I mean, just all over. So Lake County is really going to be a great
booming.
destination.
Yeah.
We'll go back to when Lake County first became Lake County. We were what they call the Calistoga.
Exactly.
That was what we were. You know, we were the wine countries. We had all the resorts and everything, and it's just unfortunate that fires happened back then, and buildings burnt down, hotels burnt down, and of course they didn't have insurance and stuff to build like they do now.
Yeah.
So things moved to Calistoga. We're bringing it back. Our wineries and everything are going.
Yeah.
The
And
murals are going.
World-renowned wineries, and they're winning gold medals everywhere,
You know,
including in the French Riviera. So we're really proud of our, not just our wine industry, but all of our agriculture. I mean, and everybody kind of like sheds a bad light on the marijuana, but you know what? It's thriving here, and for some reason it works here. You know, and where it doesn't work in other places. So we don't frown on it. We embrace it because it is a part of our natural economy here.
Well, and they've changed the way marijuana is being used.
Exactly.
Just more oils and
hemp. The big hemp fields
well, to
now.
me, hemp is the way to go.
Exactly.
I mean, that makes
it's
to
a
me,
natural resource
that's
that we
really
should
what
all
I
be
wanted
using.
in the first place.
Exactly.
So you know, I mean, you can make everything out of hemp. You know,
exactly.
oils, clothes, bags. You know, there's just so much you can do with hemp. I mean, I always said Lake County should become the hemp world, not the marijuana world. Because,
True story.
Because factories and jobs and stuff that we could have created with that, and I hope eventually it does go to that the marijuana people tend to realize that hemp is more of a profitable thing.
It is.
Because of so much more you can do with it.
Exactly.
You know, so
I mean,
it's
clothes
just
can be
great.
made.
And there's nothing you can't make out of hemp.
Exactly.
You know,
That's,
it's
the
just
the
one of
boundaries
those
are
products.
limitless. You know?
One of those products that you can't, and that's kind of what I was hoping for Lake County, not the marijuana stuff. But you know, hey,
It is
right
what
now
it
we
is.
got the marijuana, and it seems to be going okay. And you know, so we take what we can thrive on right now, and as the time goes by, I'm sure it'll all change again.
That's one thing. Time does change things. Yeah.
Our Lakeshore Drive and our artwork is being done.
Yeah.
And Olympic Drive will be done too, because Olympic Drive has become one of our main roads.
Main corridors.
You know, it's kind of the entrance to Clear Lake now.
Yep.
And it's getting used more and more.
And I don't know if people have noticed they changed the sign down at the mall. They took that god awful ugly one and put a really nice Burns Valley Mall sign in.
Yes.
The corridors themselves are looking very clean. We're starting to see a little bit. We're seeing starting to see a little bit more occupancy in some of our buildings around here.
So Lakeshore Drive is going to become a big main part of our, of the entrance to our city.
And we can't thank volunteers enough, like CC4C, to help.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
What would we do without them?
What would we do without them?
I mean, they take tons and tons and tons of garbage from around our city and help, and they go down and I mean, just bless them. They go plant flowers, around our signs. They go down to the chamber and do work in the park there.
Yes.
So it's not just that they go pick up trash.
Yeah.
But they do so much more.
They're in our community and they're making a difference.
Right. And if somebody needs help,
Akriti, we can't thank you enough for your hard, dedicated work, because you are doing a great job. And for those of you out here there who would like to volunteer for CC4C, we're going to put up their information right there. And you can reach out to them and get in contact and hopefully help them out.
Right.
And,
yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
they're a good group. They're a good volunteer group, and Akriti does so much more than just that. Though.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she is, puts all the artwork stuff together for our Lakeshore Drive. She has the pop Clearlake. She's got Zumba classes going down. That's going to be at our new youth center. Our renovated youth center now is open,
which is on Golf Drive.
Yes, right where it always has been, but it's just they've redone it.
Yeah.
And
it's kind of been kind of like pushed aside and kind of like passed by. A lot of people
been over
don't.
And over again, and this time I said I can't take it back because I normally take it back when it goes down. I take it back, get it back going, and I just really thank God that the city has took it over and has made it part of their recreation.
And they have a good
daycare in there now.
And they have a good anchor down there.
Yes.
Tina is also down there. Tina Bermazzi is one of our guests on our last episode.
Yes, and that's her new office.
That's her new
office. So that's where our recreation department will be, right where recreation department should be.
And you'll be able to find me there popping in every once in a while.
So I think it's great that we're going to be keeping that and that'll be our stability for our youth until we can get our recreation over at the off of Olympic done. Which may take a little longer than anticipated, but hopefully when they get that done and they have a nice big building, then it'll already be going and we'll just be able to move it over there. So that was the idea of go ahead and keeping this building going, was so that we can have all the activities still going for the kids. So if you have an idea for activities for kids, get a hold of Tina.
Get a hold of Tina at the Park and Recs.
Yeah. And if you want to volunteer to do artwork or CC4C, because they do so much different things,
exactly.
Make sure you
reach out to
Akriti
and see how you can help out.
Yeah. Both of them. And Tina also needs volunteers.
Absolutely.
Very badly, by the way.
Yeah.
She is like crying for volunteers.
Needs help.
Yes.
And I always need help in the summertime. Yeah.
So everybody here needs help. So there's, you want to volunteer to help with sounding or setting up on these events, or just put on an activity for kids, or help with cleaning up Clearlake, or help with artwork. These are all opportunities for our community to really get involved and say, hey, I helped do that.
Exactly.
And
maybe you want to get involved.
Legacy, it's a good legacy to leave.
Maybe you want to get involved with PEG TV. The opportunity is there. Hey, I got cameras. I am always looking for videographers.
And he needs help.
I do need help.
He needs help.
I'd love someone to come out and help with me.
Yeah.
And so the opportunity is always there. We'll put up our website as well. We'll also put up our Facebook page, our email. There'll be no reason for you not to get in contact with us.
Right.
Don't forget to like us.
And subscribe, share, follow. We want you to do it all that you know what's going on.
Get
in
involved.
Like
I said, I have great camera equipment. We have great sound equipment.
And maybe you want to be on our show.
Who knows? Yeah.
You got something to say?
Come on out.
Come on out. We love to hear from the community, and we're open to pretty much most everything to get out to our community and be involved.
Exactly.
So be positive about our city.
We will be back. Our next episode will be 100 Women Strong.
And they are awesome.
My guest host, unfortunately, she is going to escape. She's going to run off to family, which is very important. Very important for our special guest host will be Cheyenne Blue. A lot of you know Cheyenne Blue. She's got her own YouTube channel. She's been on our show before. Yes. She's a great commentator, and look forward to doing the next episode with her. And then, of course, Joyce will be back. this is the time of the year that we shoot lake life,
Yep.
and this is the time that we.
Because he's just too busy during the summer.
I
You
know,
know,
you can't do it, yeah.
he's a busy
We got
guy.
this short 4-month window, and
Yeah.
with the way the newscasters are talking, it's going to be a hard winter again.
Yeah,
so,
so we might be in here a little more often because we'll watch it. But you know, you got to turn the
with
heat
jackets
up.
on, yeah.
Yeah, so you got to turn the heat up
Yeah,
because
it's
it
too
keeps
cold.
it very cool here. So.
keep us awake. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So yeah.
All right, so we'll see you next episode, and we'll see you for our Christmas episode because
Yes.
we got Santa coming to town.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm excited. So
awesome. Yes,
if you
I
haven't
love
seen
it.
our Christmas episodes, they're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So join us for
Yes.
that.
And so make sure you subscribe.
Subscribe. Thank you.
All right.
We'll see you next episode.